painting on
Uh-huh.
wall.
Oh, I
And
see. It's on the wall itself. So the wall is decorated with this painting. Oh, wow, fantastic.
and two sofas are there, one in white color and one in maroon red color.
Wow, okay.
There is a big center table,
Uh-huh.
or there is a big dining table, like 6 chairs
Mm-hmm.
in a dining table. And we have a near kitchen, we have refrigerator,
Wow, okay. Uh-huh.
and well maintained our kitchen, open kitchen. It's dining room and kitchen open.
Oh, I see. It's an open plan. We call it
Yes,
an open plan. That's
yes.
lovely. That sounds fantastic. An open plan. Okay. Now, do you spend much, obviously, I mean, from what I gather, you spend a lot of time with your family.
Yes.
Now, who are you closest to in your family? Who are you closest to?
Yeah, closest to my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a very, she's a very, she's a very nice personality. My
Mm-hmm.
husband, my husband's mother, my mother-in-law. I am very
Yeah.
closest to my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law.
Okay. What kind of personality? Can you describe her a bit?
My mother-in-law is like mother for me, and she is very helping in any kind of something like worship, like parties. It is very helpful for me in every time, in every field. She is similar to me, and I like her.
Okay. And what about do you if I had to give you the option to spend time with your family or friends, who would you choose?
Yeah, I like some time spent with my friends. I want to something different. I want to do something different, but it's not possible in this COVID-19. When in the morning when my big one, my son went to school, then I have some time. Then I visit to my friend's house, and we went for a shopping mall, and sometime
Mm-hmm.
we went for shopping, and went for also for parties, get together.
Okay.
That's it, ma'am.
All right, fantastic. No, that's good. Um, so my next question to you is, who is your best friend?
My best friend, I have my best friend.
You have your best friend, your
Yes,
husband.
yeah, my schoolmate. Yeah, my husband is, but my school friends are also in my WhatsApp group or my on or Facebook.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, and my next question to you is, so you mentioned your schoolmate. Are you still friends from people from childhood?
Yeah, yes. Nowadays, I have my 2 or 3 friends, best friends on WhatsApp group. My childhood friends.
Mm-hmm. So they're
But we,
still your childhood, your
yes,
friends from childhood, still your best friends now.
yes, but we never met like face to face. I think maybe 10 years, only on chat or maybe on Facebook.
Okay. All right. And do you do the same thing in the evenings as you did when you were a child?
In the evening, we went for a park with my family, or maybe on the terrace, spending time with my family and friends.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And what about when you were a child? Did you do the same thing?
Yeah, yeah, same thing.
Same
Like
thing.
neighborhood friends at that time. So we
Okay.
went, yeah. So we went to for a, we went for a, no, we, sorry, ma'am. We get together in the evening time, maybe, or maybe in the park, and start some chat.
Okay. And is it in your country, in Calcutta especially, is family important to people in Calcutta?
Yeah, in Kolkata, maybe in India, ma'am, family is very important. Maybe if no, don't live with your big family, so maybe husband, wife, and with your kids living in an apartment. Or I have my family, but my laws
Okay,
are
fantastic.
coming nowadays, not coming due to COVID-19. So we made just a video chat.
Okay. So now with regards to happiness, what really makes you happy? What usually makes you really happy?
What makes me happy?
Yes.
Shopping.
Shopping.
Yes.
Ah, good answer. uh, and what kind of shopping? What do you like to shop for?
Shop for some clothes or maybe like jewelry sometime, maybe clothes, maybe like decoration thing for my house.
Okay. And what kind of decorations do you like? What kind of things do you buy for your house?
Like flower vase, decoration for flower, or maybe some kind of statues.
Lovely. And my last question to you is, what do you think of fast food?
Sorry,
What do you think of fast food?
fast food. Fast food. Fast food is good, ma'am. I like fast food. I cooked at home fast food for my kids or for my family, like pasta. Nowadays, pasta, pizza, I cooked at home. Noodles also,
Okay.
and sometimes French fries is uh, very normal kind of food, fast food.
Okay, so you think it's all right to have fast food
Yeah,
because
it's good.
it
It's good.
helps you with
Yeah,
your
ma'am.
family.
Yeah, some snacks kind of things. So kids also like that.
Okay, cool. Well done, Kushbu.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Well done. You're getting more confident.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
getting more
Nowadays,
confident, Kushbu.
ma'am, thank you. It's I motivate from you. It's only you. Then I speak here.
Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on
Yeah,
to Anveshi because I've not heard you for a while. How are you, Anveshi?
Hello, ma'am. I'm fine.
And what have you broken lately? Because you're always breaking things.
No, I'm not.
Yes. Okay, so I've got a few questions for you, Anveshi. So what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is cheese salad,
Cheese salad. Ooh.
which I'm eating right now also.
Show me it. I want to see this cheese salad. Oh, it's gone. I
Yeah.
see. You like it so much, you've devoured it. Okay. And have you always liked the same food, cheese salad? Have you always liked cheese salad?
No, I like Maggi, which is a kind of noodles and cup noodles. I like in healthy foods. I like curry and rice. I like meat, fish, egg.
Okay, so you've not always liked cheese salad. You've liked everything, like the.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any food that you don't like, that you dislike?
Um, no, I like
No?
everything.
Okay. So if I cook something someday for you, you won't go, ugh, I don't want that. I don't like it.
But still, I'll eat it because I don't like to waste food.
Oh, all right. But you like everything then?
No, sometimes I don't eat the food which are very horrible in taste.
Ah, like?
Like I've not eaten such food, but if in my food, if anyone puts a heavy amount of salt,
Oh, I
so
see.
that I don't like,
Okay.
or sugar, anything.
Okay, so something too salty or too sweet, you don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is a common meal in your country? Or more specifically, what is a common meal in your village or town?
In my city, the most means each and every people like it's pani puri and pav bhaji.
Oh, what's that?
So in pav bhaji, pav means the bread and bhaji means vegetables. So we cook the vegetables and the pav is like a burger, means it's very soft and it's like a sponge,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's made up of bread. So we stuff it with the vegetables and then we eat with ketchup,
All
tomato.
right. Oh, very
And that
nice.
pani puri is something crispy around, and we break from the middle and put some means boiled potatoes. In boiled potatoes, we put chaat masala, we put salt, we put some spices, and then make it and stuff it, and then there's a water from which we eat it. That water is made out of it's made out of something which is very sweet, or there is one more thing which uh, which is very sour. From that only it's made up, and with
Okay, so it's made out of some liquid that is really sour.
yeah,
Is it?
that liquid we can make at home also.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what it could be.
It is a thing. In Hindi we call it imli.
Okay.
Imli, I don't know its English.
Hmm. Trying to
Everyone
think. Hmm.
puts imli only in that. Imli, yeah, tamarind. Tamarind. It's tamarind.
Tamarind. Okay. Do you have a
Tamarind.
healthy diet?
Yeah.
You have a healthy diet. And what do you think of fast food? Do you like fast food? Do you have fast food often?
Yeah, I have fast food. It's very tasty for me. Like there is a noodles, Maggie, which is lasting for many years. It will be 70 to 80 years. Maggie. It's very tasty, and I like. And that pav bhaji and that pani puri are also fast food. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I not. Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am lost her internet.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry about that. We got disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry, I'll give you a bit of extra time. So what do you do often in the evenings?
Um, I I play or I practice some songs on my keyboard.
What okay, what do you, so you play keyboard. What other instruments do you play?
I'm learning guitar
What
from my
other
sister
instruments do
actually.
you play?
I play keyboard, but and my sister plays guitar. So we both learn instruments from each other. Like she plays guitar, so she
Okay.
teaches me guitar, and I play keyboard, so I teach her keyboard.
Okay. And what kind of music do you like to play?
Classical music, some Bollywood music, every kind of music.
Okay. And what kind of classical music do you play?
Like um, Saregama, it's a classical music only. Ma'am,
Okay, it's classical piece. Okay.
classical music, I play Saregama, from that only I play every phonic or any sound. Ma'am, cannot hear you. Hello.
What do they like to do in the evenings? The young people in your country.
I like everyone goes to the park or play down in our society.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone likes to play down in evenings, but in Corona period, everyone, I think so. Um, they would be doing some extracurricular activities or tuitions, anything.
Okay, so they like to play out, but everyone has to do now activities inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when there was no Corona, then the many teachers came to teach different kinds of activities.
Oh, I see. Okay, so teachers used to help you. Okay. And who are you closest to in your family?
I'm closest to my smallest sister,
Okay, to my
youngest sister.
youngest. Okay, youngest to my youngest sister. And how many sisters do you have?
I have two more sisters.
Two more. Okay. And do you prefer to spend time with your family or your friends?
With my family.
With your family. Okay. Very good. Well done. Well done, Anveshi. Sorry for that little thing with the internet there. But we're back on now. We're on 4G, so it's fine. Okay, so can I have Angel Tom? No? You there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And what did you?
I'm good, thank you. So, can you tell me a bit more about your hometown? Where are you from?
I'm from Kerala,
Yes.
Perumbavoor, a place near Malayattur.
Mm-hmm. And what can you tell
And
me about
as
it?
we Pardon?
What can you tell me about your hometown? What is the oldest place in your hometown? What is the oldest place in your hometown? Hello? Hello? Okay, I think the line dropped. Chirag, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Chirag. Okay, so Chirag, can you tell me a bit more about your hometown? Where are you from?
Hello, ma'am.
I am.
Oh, we're back. Angel, you're back?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yes.
sorry, my
Uh,
network connection.
Don't worry, I understand. It's happened to me as well now. So can you tell me a bit more about your hometown? What is the oldest place in your hometown?
Actually, my house is situated in Totua,
Mm-hmm.
a place near Perumbaur, Malayattur, Kaladi, etc. places.
Yeah.
In Ernakulam district. And telling about Kaladi or Malayattur, Kaladi is famous for Sri Shankaracharya, and Malayattur, we are having a mountain to climb upon, just a pilgrimage center. Then what we are having Periyar, was one of the one of the beautiful rivers.
Okay. And
then we are having elephant cage in Coordinate. That's one of the tourist place. And what else? And there are many temples and churches, mosques, a mix of religious places.
okay. And
here people live in harmony.
okay, that's lovely. And if I were to come and visit your hometown as a tourist, which place would you tell me you must go? You definitely must go to this place.
You must go to Coordinate or Kurchilakode. There is a Paniyeli Pur. It's rich with river, and in between inside, and there are rocks between the water flowing away, and it's a nice place.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Lovely.
you can go to Malayattur. That's also nice. Climbing up the mountains, a big lake, and a beautiful views there.
Okay. And what now? Do you study? Do you work or study? What do you do?
I'm pursuing my graduation.
You
Logistics management.
You're working towards your graduation.
I'm studying BWork logistics management.
Oh wow, okay. And where do you study this?
Mathura, Kerala. Nirmala College, Mathura.
Okay, and why did you choose that subject?
That subject, that's a rare course. And that is on hearing the word itself, we can say, we can just think, oh, something big is gonna happen. And for understanding what it is, I just chose that.
Okay, so you just got interested in it and thought, why not study this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is it a popular subject in your country?
No, it's not that much in popular.
Okay, do you like it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I am very much fond of it now. Very easy to study.
Okay. And do you get on with your colleagues, with your friends at the university?
Yes, ma'am. And the one who is in our Zoom meeting is one of my colleague, Devika Unni.
Oh, okay. Okay, and do you remember your first day at uni? What was it like?
My first day at college was just like I went alone.
Mm-hmm.
I went alone, taking my lunch box and all. Just as I was going to school, I went, and when I see there were many people, and there was a meeting, common function for all the newly coming children
Mm-hmm.
for in that college, and then after the main function,
Mm-hmm.
each and every students were diverted to their own classes. And when we went entered into the class, we got a teacher, Swati ma'am, and she's nice, looking beautiful, cute, and she directed us about our seating arrangements, classes, about the teachers and subjects, etc.
Okay.
And by noon, we were back to home.
Oh, that's
That was a
lovely.
half day. That's interesting part.
That's lovely. That's fantastic. Okay. It's something you remember for the rest of your life then. So what are the main aspects of your subject?
Yes.
Angel? Angel?
Our subject consists of logistics. Our main subject is logistics.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are now. So what are the main aspects? Logistics?
Okay, ma'am. Our subject name is logistics, and
Mm-hmm.
in our first semester, we studied some subjects based on commerce background, like accountancy, mathematics, computer, IT, etc.
Yep.
And one topic for logistics too. And in our second semester, we studied about something about English on writing skills, and so the first year, our first and second semester was just literally what we studied till 12th, and from third semester or from second year, we are more deep inside the subject into our subject. We are more deep,
Mm-hmm. We went deep. We delved deeper.
and now we're having warehouse management, domestic logistics management, supply chain, principles of logistic information system, principles
Mm-hmm.
of management, etc. subjects.
Okay. And if you had the chance, would you change the subject? Would you change what you chose?
Yes, ma'am, we delved deeper into the logistics.
What would you? No, no. What would you change the subject you chose at uni, or would you rather choose something else, or if you had the chance, or would you stick to this? Would you like to do art or English or I
Sorry,
don't know?
ma'am, it's not audible for me.
Okay, if you had if you had the chance to change, would you change? Would you change your subject? Would you study something else? Or are you happy with this? I think we're having some trouble there.
Hello, hello,
Hello?
ma'am.
Hello?
I'm sorry again.
It's okay, it's okay. I said, would you change your subject if you had the chance?
No, ma'am.
No, you're happy. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, well, that's all the time we have for today anyway. So I'll see you. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, this is Chandruma Roy back here along with you all. And I am quite happy to see that I'm going to interact some very five bright candidates here today. So I'll start with Chirag. Chirag, can you please turn your video on so that I can see you? Okay. Can you please unmute yourself because I cannot hear you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In one line, where you live in and what do you do? Just one
I
line.
live in Jamshedpur,
Okay.
Jharkhand, and I am a student of standard 8.
Okay. I believe that we have interacted beforehand as well, right?
No, ma'am.
No? This is our first interaction?
Yes,
Okay. 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 So, Chirag, can you please tell me that if you get insulted by the customers in front of your colleagues in a very bad way, how you are going to react?
uh, I think by customers.
Mhm. If your customers humiliate you, insult you in front of your co-workers, your colleagues in a very bad way, how you are going to react?
uh, I will I will help the customer for what I have done wrong with him. That's why he was telling that. I will clarify his doubts and that and interact with him.
Will you get angry if your customer misbehaves with you?
No, I will think that it's my mistake.
If your customer gets angry with you, you will not get angry?
Little bit.
Okay.
Little.
Acha, if your idea is stolen by one of your colleagues,
Yes.
okay, if your idea is stolen by one of your colleagues and then he gets a promotion, but you don't, then how will you feel about it?
I will feel very bad and then I will make some new ideas and try to become more means more than him at higher position than him
How do you do that?
by I will make a new idea, new plan by which I can do that.
Okay, will you break your friendship with him?
No,
That's really good to know. Okay, so do you think that you are a rational person or you are an emotional person?
emotional person.
Emotional person. So if you are
Yes,
an emotional person, you will not feel bad if your idea is stolen by somebody else.
I will feel, but what can I do? I have to control my brain, my anger, my emotions.
That's wonderful that you admit that you are an emotional person, but still you prefer to practice to control your emotion and your
Yes.
anger so that you do not lose the friendship. Thank you so very much. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed I really enjoyed talking to you, and I wish you all the very best. Just a humble suggestion from my end that whenever you are trying to communicate, whenever you are Anveshi, is this okay now? Is this voice range okay now? Am I audible in a good way right now? Okay, thank you beta, thank you. Okay, so just a humble suggestion from my end, please do talk more in English. सही हो गलत हो कुछ भी हो, do
Yes.
talk more in English because the fluency really matters. If you are alone at your room sometimes,
Yes.
please start speaking to yourself in English. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
let's okay.
Thank
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now after Chirag we will move on to Devika. Devika, can I please have you on the screen, please? Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good evening, how are you doing?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm fine. How about you?
Okay, I am good too. Okay, so can I please know that where are you from and what do you do? Some two, three lines
I'm
about yourself, please.
okay, ma'am. I am from Kerala. I'm studying BVOC Logistics Management at Nirmala College.
Where you live in?
I'm living in Kottayam district in Kerala.
Kerala. Okay, so
Yes.
we have a friend from Kerala here with us. Okay, tell me that if you meet up with a boss with whom you do not feel comfortable, how would you try to make it work? if you do not gel well with your boss, if you do not get along with him, how would you like to take your work forward, or what would you do to make the relationship work?
Okay, I will try to speak to him calm and try to make a good relationship with him, so that I can improve myself and help my organization to achieve their goals. I will try
But how
to.
do you do that? Your boss does not talk to you. He does not like you. He does not allow you. He does not allot any responsibility to you. How do you do
I
that?
will. I will speak with him politely, and try to uh, express my vision, thoughts, something like that, and I try to impress him.
Okay, okay. So this is one important information that you will try to impress him. So now, Devika, tell me that if you see that few of your colleagues are stealing some necessary things from the office, be it anything, they're stealing office stationaries. What would be your job role in that particular aspect? What would you do?
I will try to tell them to not doing that, and I will report to my superior.
Which one will you do first? Will you report to your superior first, or you will talk to your colleagues first?
I will talk to my colleagues first.
Why? Why? My question is why?
Why? Because uh, my colleagues is also like me. Like they are also came there for a job. So I will think from their shoes. So I will give them a chance to change their mind, and if they are not changing their minds, I will report my superior about that.
And what if your superior says you at that time that why didn't you report it earlier to us?
Uh,
Because allowing a crime is
like I
also a
will.
crime, right? Allowing a crime is also a
No,
crime.
I will not allow.
Your video got paused. We cannot hear you, Devika.
Hello.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
I will try to. Can you hear
Ashna?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, I will try to change their mind. If they don't, I will suddenly report to my superiors. Not waiting too much for them. Just
Okay.
giving a chance and then reporting.
Okay. Okay. A humble suggestion to you would be uh, please think of the answer before you utter the answer. Okay. Because please remember one thing that whatever you speak now, your
Sorry,
next
ma'am, I
question
couldn't
will.
hear you.
You couldn't hear me? Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. A humble suggestion to you would be please think of your answer before uttering them, before saying them. Because whatever you are saying now, your next question will pop up from there only. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
please be very clear in your mind that what you are going to give as an answer and why. This why is very important.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you for being here with us. After this,
Thank
we after
you.
this we will move on to Anveshi. Anveshi, I have been seeing the Ferrari model for a longer time. Is this your dream car?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you made any plan? By what time can you buy it?
No, I've not made a plan.
You
But
haven't made a plan?
no, but
But someday you
yeah,
must buy it, right?
yeah, I'll buy it for sure.
Yes, that's the spirit. I like it. You will buy it. Do you believe that miracles happen?
Yes, I believe that miracles happen.
Okay. So let me tell you one thing, that miracles are in your minds. Okay. So whatever you want to happen to your life, that is going to happen to your life. Okay. So please do believe that you will own a Ferrari someday and we all will make a joyride. Shall you take us?
Yeah,
Okay, so tell me that which part of the country you live in so that we have to fly to your place and to join the joyride.
I live in Mumbai.
Okay. I believe I talked to you once, right?
Yeah,
Oh, lovely. Are you the one who sang for me Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram?
yes, yes.
Oh. So here comes my smart girl. So now, please tell me that if you are humiliated by your superior for wrong reasons. Say, for example, you are quite confident that whatever I am doing, I am okay at for my job. But if you get criticized by your superior unnecessarily, what would you do?
In this
Think of
situation,
think of the answer and then let me know.
um,
Think of the answer and then let me know.
I would inform my head boss.
You are getting criticized by your senior. Please understand, you are getting criticized by your seniors, superiors. So, what would you do if you know that your job is correct? After that, after knowing that, what would you do?
Mm, I'll leave that job and
This is a kind of a kiddish answer, my dear. You cannot leave that job. If you are leaving the job, you are leaving the challenge, right? Are you a brave girl?
yeah,
Yes. Okay. So brave girls leave challenges. You think that? Or they take up challenges and come up victorious. What happens to them?
I would make them understand that I'm doing the right thing and I would show the proof, whatever I
That
have.
is that is a good idea, but can leaving the job be the way to show that?
No,
No. Right. You cannot leave the job by doing that, okay?
yeah,
So what you have to do is you have to prove yourself by whatever mean available, whatever fair mean, of course I mean, whatever fair mean available at your end, but don't leave the battle,
yeah,
okay? Unless and until you find that you need to leave it, you should not leave any battle for others' sake. किसी और के लिए छोड़ना नहीं है, ठीक है?
yeah,
Somebody will come and tell you tomorrow that you have got a dream which is a mad dream. People like us cannot buy a Ferrari. Will you drop your idea of buying a Ferrari? No, because that miracle will never happen to that person, but it will happen to you. Why? Because you have believed in it. Okay?
yeah,
What we believe in life, that happened to us.
yeah.
Okay? Okay. So thank you so very much. With that, we will move on to Angel. Angel, can you please turn your video on so that we can see you?
Thank
Angel,
you.
thank you, beta. Yeah. Angel, hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Please, Good evening. Can you please tell me some 2-3
Good
lines
evening,
about
ma'am.
yourself? Can you please tell me some 2-3 lines about
My
yourself,
name is
please?
my name is Angel Dom, and I'm coming from Kerala, Ernakulam district, Perumbavoor. And I'm studying in Mathura Nirmala College, pursuing my second year BWork Logistics Management.
Disaster
And one of my
management.
colleagues is also in this meeting, Devika only.
Sorry? We could not hear you.
Logistics Management. Ma'am, am I audible?
At times, yes. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible. You're audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I'm coming from Perumbavoor, Kerala, Ernakulam district.
Mhm.
And I'm studying BWork Logistics Management, second year. And one of my colleague is in this meeting, Devika
Devika.
only. Yes, Devika. We're classmates.
Okay. Okay. So tell me that what do you do if you see your colleagues are stealing the office stationaries? You suddenly come to know that your colleagues are stealing the office stationaries. Chori ho raha hai. Okay, your colleagues are stealing the office stationaries. What do you do to handle the situation? What would be your plan of action?
Okay. First of all, I will let my colleague know that that's not a good practice. So he or she should let it out, let that out, and stop doing that malpractice. And if again he or she is doing that, I will have to report it to my seniors.
Okay. So how long will you wait to report it to your seniors? How long shall you wait?
As I will give he or she a 2 times chance, and again and again, if he or she is doing the same, directly I will go to seniors.
Okay. What if you find that your idea is being stolen by one of your colleagues and he got a promotion? Say, for example, Devika has stolen your idea and has got a promotion in the office, and you two are colleagues. Then what would you
Um,
do? You suddenly find that Devika has stolen your idea and got a promotion, and you lost. Then what would you do?
okay.
What would you do?
Yeah, I'll just
Please don't, please don't give me the
congratulate her
answer.
for her promotion.
Devika will not do this to me. Please
And
don't tell me that.
that's just
Devika
an
will not
idea.
do this to
The
me.
lost thing is just an idea, and I'll just cope up with a new idea.
Okay, so you will come up with a new
Forgive her.
idea. Okay, so you will come up with a new idea. That's what you said.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are audible. You are audible. But uh, how do you make your goals working if you see that you are constantly getting criticized by your superiors? Say, for example, you know that you are correct, but your superiors are constantly criticizing you for no reason. How do you handle that?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes, you are audible. You are audible. How do you handle that?
I'm sorry, my network connection lost. And yeah, Devika actually she will not do that. And in case, as this is an instance, if he or she, I will not say it is Devika, and in case someone stole my idea, means I will just forgive her because that's just an idea. And what else? If he or she is promoted, means I'll have to congratulate her. There should not be any riots for this.
Okay, so do you believe that relationships are more important than promotion? Do you believe
Yes,
that
ma'am.
relationships are more important than promotions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which one do you take as a priority, career or family?
Family first.
Okay. Okay. Do you think that you are an epitome of an ideal Indian woman?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Thank you, Angel. It was lovely talking to you. A humble suggestion from my end would be to talk more in English, become more eloquent, and please be confident to present your ideas. Okay? Because it is
Okay, ma'am.
confident that shapes the kind of communication we are able to bridge with the other person in their opposite side. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
no matter to whomever you are talking to, whenever you are talking, please talk confident, and that will only happen once when you are convinced of your ideas, you are convinced of your propositions. Okay, and please wear this
Okay.
broad smile on your face as always. It makes you look pretty. Okay, you look
Thank
pretty
you,
when you
ma'am.
smile. Thank you. Thank you. And with this, may I please move on to the last candidate for today's segment, that is Khushbu. Khushbu, can I please have your video on? Khushbu, can we please have your video on?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes? What happened? Ashna, are you there? Ashna, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, Ashna, are you there?
Yeah.
Is there any issue with Khushbu's connection or something?
I'm not able to hear you. Actually, my network is very bad.
Okay, Khushbu is sending a message. Sorry, Khushbu, can you please unmute yourself so that at least we can hear you if there
Uh,
is a problem with the video?
Ma'am, it's Khushbu's child who was speaking.
Me with my kids. So you cannot continue with the interview, Khushbu? Is it like that?
Ma'am, it's her child who was typing these messages.
no, it's not. I guess Khushbu is only typing.
Khushbu, can you continue with the interview, please? Khushbu, can you continue? Okay, I understand that it is you. Okay, so can you continue with the interview? Can you please unmute yourself? Can you please unmute yourself? If keeping the video on is not possible, can you please unmute yourself? Unmute कर सकते हो आप?
Khushbu.
Okay, Khushbu said no, ma'am. Sorry. Okay. So Khushbu
So,
will not.
is all the
Okay,
interview
so
done?
no, it's okay. We still have some 4 minutes to go. So a humble suggestion to all the participants here for the segment: please look into the questions that we talked about. These all questions are basically psychometric questions because every single person will react to these questions differently because every person is different, every person is special, every person behaves in his own way. So you need to listen to your heart, not brain. You need to listen to your heart, to the answer that is coming, and then please give it a rational cross check that if this is coming to me as a solution, can this be really a viable solution? If the question is, if your customer misbehaves with you in front of your colleagues, how you are going to react to it, and if the answer comes in your mind that I am going to slap him back, that cannot be a realistic answer. Rather, it cannot be a realistic thought at the same time. So what can be the realistic thought? The realistic thought can be since he has done something wrong, me being a literate person or a logical person, I will not retaliate the same way he did, but I will make him understand that I have not taken what he has given me. I'll make him understand that what he has done is incorrect. Are you getting my point? This kind of a validated checkpoint answering is very important. If your idea gets stolen and that is done by your friend, so no matter how humble you try to sound, there will be a conflict of trust, isn't it? Because if somebody is really your friend, he or she wouldn't have done that same job. This is no charity happening here, that somebody steals my thing and I go and congratulate him. Yes, but I will make him understand that stealing is not something that can stop me. Two very good answers came from Anveshi and from Devika and from Chirag also, that I am going to come up with far, far, far higher quality ideas that will automatically give me promotions. That speaks out of competence. This confidence is important. This competence is also important. Okay, so this is something where you actually need to look and focus at. So whenever you are having some psychometry answers, some stressful situation handling questions, please listen to your heart and cross check the idea that comes up in your mind, asking yourself that can this really be a viable solution that I am proposing? If yes, why? If not, why? Because it is you who are going to make your career, not me. I am done with mine. I am making mine. So I need to listen to myself. At the same time, you have to make yours. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Ashna. Thank you, Team LWT, for making me a part of this wonderful experience series. And here I take an Audi because it's 8:59 today. And I look forward to meet all of you in the next segment with perhaps few known and certain unknown faces. Ashna, do you have anything to conclude with this meeting?
Pardon?
Do you have any concluding note for this meeting, or
No,
shall we leave?
it was a great session. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure is all mine, my dear. So
Yes.
here I am ending this session. I'm
Yeah,
leaving
yeah,
from
sure.
this meeting, and I look forward to meet all of you on the next